I tell the air hostess my story. Well, almost my story. She says it is the most romantic gesture she has ever heard. She says that you are the luckiest girl in the world, that you better be receptive to me, otherwise she might take me off your hands. There's an element of trepidation to it, this decision to come and see you. I wonder what it first like when they first sailed here, if it is in some way the same feeling as what I'm feeling. I take it from the lack of response. You don't actually want this, which is expected, but alarming, because I did tell you. I wrote, I texted, I emailed, I even tried to Skype, and we both know that I'm a technological fucking retard, so I think points should be awarded for the sheer attempt at communication. But really, this isn't about you. This is about me, so you don't get to have an opinion on me coming. Your opinion comes later. Anyway, how did I pay for my plane ticket? You mocked what I told you. Look after the pennies, and the pounds look after themselves. I broke open the piggy jar we kept. We had $1,000 in there, can you believe that? 1,000 pounds. I bought the ticket directly from that money. Suppose that's ironic in a way. When I get off the plane, the heat almost knocks me out. The nice woman, the one who sat next to me on the flight, and yes, we did share very immediate and intimate conversation, asks me if I'm okay. I say yes, it's just the American in me. She looks at me funny. She still doesn't get my sense of humor, even after 20 hours and 31 minutes on a plane. But then I guess neither did you after 2 years. 6 months, 4 days, 2 hours. I don't know the minutes. Hope you don't hold that against me. I like this country. This continent. There's something about it that seems so apt for my life. Like this was meant to be. The whole place seems scorched, like it has been set on fire and left to burn. It feels like I've been behind the wheel for 10 hours now, though it could really only been about 5. The car has no radio. And in a way, just the sound of the engine in my thoughts is a comfort. But the song is there. Always. It's like it's become part of me entirely. I told you that. I can't believe I even owned it. And I'd like to say it's coincidence, but it's not. I listened to it for 2 days straight after you left. After I found my note, I looked through my CDs and I just happened to find it, and it just seemed to fit. And so now that song and this period of my life seem very much in tune. Like those words that you left in the note that I came home to. Those fucking cold words. The ones that ended me. They all seem very much interrelated. And you know the funny thing is, I didn't find the note for the first couple of hours, and if I were a malicious person, and fortunately I'm not, I would chuckle about that with my friends in the pub. And tell lewd jokes about how little you meant. How little you meant. As if I didn't even notice you'd been gone for a couple of hours. But then I guess traveling halfway around the world pretty much invalidates that fact, doesn't it? At first I felt lost. In our flat, at my work, in the street, they just didn't feel like they were the same places. It felt like I lost my footing, like my entire balance had gone. All I did was wonder about where you were, if you told anyone about what happened, about who I am, who I really am. And I like to think that I keep that hidden in some back recess of my mind, but really I know what I am. And I'm not the kind of person to say that it was some madness that took over them. That they never cared, they never empathized. They didn't understand that the other person, you, was a human being too. And that because you were my partner, my girlfriend, my confidant, that it made it any better. And the words you say, they're with me everywhere. But really, I don't matter. And what mattered is gone. And those words were what should have mattered. No. No! I'm not the kind of person who says that they didn't know what came over them. That this isn't them, that they aren't a violent person. And I just want to say, and in the distance, I see something in the middle of the road, like an anomaly on the horizon. And I'm trying to picture your reaction when you see me and the millions of ways that I can say that I'm sorry. And how I know that will never be enough. And if I could go back. And the black shape is becoming closer, and its figure is becoming clearer. If I could just go back. I'm not the kind of person who does things like this. And I realize that it's an animal that's been hit and left in the middle of the road. And I just want to say that I came halfway around the world to tell you. And as I pull up alongside it, I stop the car. And I sit there for a moment, not knowing what to do. So I get out, and I realize that whatever it is, it's still alive. In that broken body. And so I reach down and I put my hand on its chest, and usually the blood would worry me, but this time it doesn't. And I can feel it breathing, its chest rising ever so slowly, ever so faintly. And I can see its eyes. And I know that look of horror. And I don't know what I'm doing here. And I push down hard! And it doesn't take much. And I think I must be crying. I think I must be. And I pick up the animal, and I can't see anything. I start to walk away from the road, and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. All I know is that I'm so sorry. But I guess you won't ever get to know that.